What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Shane Rowe. Guys, grab your Yardies coffee, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get caffeinated. Now, as we anticipated, we lost 1-0 at home to Bayern Munich in the Champions League to finish in 4th place, which is basically last in the group. So now we're out, and if I'm being honest with you guys, I think it's better that we do stay out of this. We are not in the elite category, and every team inside the round of 16 and going forward don't miss. They don't miss. Even in the heat of battle, they don't miss, right? So we have not been clinical. In 6 games of the Champions League, we've let in 15 goals, the most for any English club, I believe, and the most for most clubs anywhere, any decent club, right? So as far as do we deserve to be in the knockout rounds? No, absolutely not. And between our attacking capabilities and our injury list, what's the point? If we go into this competition any further, we're just going to jeopardize our home form, jeopardize more players getting injured, and where are we next year? We already need, at the very least, we would need 3 players come January. If we were trying to save the season, 3 at the minimum, and 4 if you really think about it. Harry Maguire, a player that we thought that we couldn't, a player that we thought that we could do without, then became a player that we couldn't do without, is now injured. So now we need another centre back because it is Varane, Johnny Evans, and I think Lindelof, if Lindelof is even available to play. Or we can try and throw Luke Shaw in the centre back mix, so there is some cover. But when you look at the front line, our attack, as I said, we've let in 15 goals, and I think we've scored 9, which you would think is 9 goals in the Champions League group stage should have brought us through. But it didn't, and we end up in last place. So from an attacking side, we're not producing it as well too. Anthony, you guys let me know what's your verdict on Anthony. I'm a bit, at this phase of the game, it's either Anthony is still being distracted by off-field events, or he's just not capable of handling it at this high level consistently. Because I think that's the difference between good players and elite players. Good players can perform. Elite players do it on a consistent basis. And between Anthony, Martial, Rashford, and Garnacho, we have good players, but we don't have any elite players. Garnacho, I like Garnacho, and I think that he's going to be one for the future. But we're expecting Garnacho to do bicycle kicks every game, and he's not there yet. He's not the 3-seasoned player that knows the ins and the outs. Højlund, yesterday, he looked decent. He was fumbling some of his hold-up play. Then he finally worked himself into the game, and he became better. But even with that said, there was a lot of runs that I was seeing Højlund make that neither the wingers nor the midfielders were picking up. Guys, we just don't look like a unit. And that's the truth. When you see Bayern play, they went from the back to the front every time they had the ball. I think to a certain extent they played with us. They already were through to the second round. They won the group stage. For them, it was just coming to Old Trafford and just playing a little kickabout. I don't think they wanted to embarrass us, because if they really tried, they could have scored 3 or 4 goals. Now, from our side, we didn't look so vulnerable as we did in previous games, right? We look more compact and more difficult to beat. But by doing so, you have to jeopardize the attacking prowess of the whole thing, and we weren't able to attack. We defended well, so we weren't able to attack. And if we're attacking well, we're not able to defend. The team is completely off balance, and it needs to be something that gets done. Either we throw Kobe in there and really blood him. I understand what the manager is trying to do. You can't depend solely on Garnacho first full season Mano first full season and think that they're going to be the ones that's going to take us out of this debacle that we find ourselves in. But at some point, we need to find that middleman or that transition person to still keep us tight in defense, but be able to make those progressive passes up the pitch and get the attacking going. The problem what I see now is that for us to be able to get an attack going from a defensive point of view, we have to travel the ball all the way forward. There's no one just making some really clinical passes to cut open the defense and get the attack on the way without having to flood the entire front line. You know, I don't know, January is coming, we need reinforcements. When it comes to the domestic side of things, we still have another half of the season to go. We're playing Liverpool next, and the last time we played them, we know how that ended. So this could get ugly real quick. And as I said before, we need to take care of our domestic form before we worry about Europe. If we can't get into Europe, what's the point of even trying to play European football? Right? At this point, we've lost Martial. I don't know how long he's going to be out for. We've lost Rashford. Anthony's not going to score a goal in the next foreseeable future or provide an assist. Maybe McTominay gets another goal or two. But can we really depend on these scenarios to take us through to the next 12, 13, 14 games, including cup games? We have to do something in January. We have to, because if we don't, we're just going to slide further and further down the table. And at this rate, I could easily see us end up in 10th position. And I want to say this, though. Again, I want to be very clear. I don't think it's the manager's fault. I don't want to be anywhere near the Ten Hag out camp. Do I think he might make some mistakes when it comes to the team selection? For example, I don't know how Harry Maguire and Varane haven't been playing together, right? Yesterday, they looked really compact and they looked like they could play with each other. I don't know about the angles and all this other stuff the manager's talking about. All I know is we need our best players on the pitch. And especially now that Harry's out, the defense looks weaker. The defense that was already chopped and changed now even looks weaker without Harry in it. Go figure. Here, this is where we are. Our defense is weaker without Harry Maguire in it. And all respects to Harry, you've been playing spectacularly well, my guy. Guys, we're going to leave it there for today. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought about the game. Did you really want us to progress? I don't even think it made any sense for us to progress. I'm low-key kind of more happy that we didn't progress, and later we can see how the team goes in the domestic side of things. But yeah, leave your comments, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you've been rocking with your boy this long, I really do appreciate you. So God bless you, and GGMU. Peace.